Yo, what up, people? Swiss motherfucking are here today, of course, to give you guys Freezing Vibrations Episode 2 motherfucking review. Now, this review, surprisingly, for Episode 2 will be broken down into two parts, because it was pretty simple when you really think about it, yet we got a whole bunch of information. And so I'm digging it. And that was mostly, though, in the second half. First half was mostly the room situation, and then, like, fan service. And then the fight was like sort of fan service, but also a shitload of information. Then after the fight, that was just more information. And so the fight was just fucking information. The mock battles, that was just full information. But the beginning part was mostly the fact that Statalizer still hasn't baptized with Kazuya. And that's pissing me off. Like come. And we all know the reasons, because she's shy, and I mean, Rana is making fun of her because of it, and like everybody's like, yo, like how like he's your he's your man, he's your dude, right? He's your he's your partner, and you still haven't yet. It's like Rana's like, well, she's afraid of doing this and that, and like so basically she's getting hazed because she's still a virgin. Just technically speaking, that's what it was. She was getting hazed in the bath because she was still a virgin. That was the basic premise, and like there was like holy light in the fan service. So for two fan service scenes, 3 times, yeah, there were 3 scenes overall that had it, and they all had holy light. So this was somewhat of a censored episode, apparently. I don't know exactly why, but fuck it. And then from there, well, in the beginning episode, we find out the room situation, and basically Rana's in her own room, and Kazuya and Statalizer are in their other room, and Rana gets upset and jealous, and it's like, but you haven't even baptized with them, and she's Statalizer, oh, the superiors, the higher ups know what's going on, they know the deal. And so in the end of the day, Rana ended up moving in with Statalizer and fucking Kazuya. And to be honest, all the beginning really reminded me of was just one important thing. That is, they need to baptize. Just saying, that would make this season finale the shit, and I'll be digging that. I'll be like, yes, finally this nigga gets it in. Just saying, I mean, come on, bro. I've been following this shit. I remember saying this shit. First episode, they can get in. Like, ever since that bitch had, like, that harm of men, I was like, bro, come on. Like, and now, second season, there's a chance. Because I read the manga, so there's still a chance for me. I'm not sure. But we will see. And hopefully, I won't be disappointed. But we'll have to see about that. And then the second, which is the mock battles. And this is where I pull out my cheat card, sort of, kind of, because fuck it. Because basically, there's some information I had to write down. Because it's actually pretty interesting. Okay, so there are 3 mock battles. The first one is between Anna Park from Britain, United Kingdom, versus Rattle. And I'm gonna put all the information that we really know about him during the fight. Okay, so from what we tell, this was basically this was an ass whooping. Yeah, let's go with ass whooping. Yeah. Basically, she comes out with her weapons, and then she armors up her weapons, and basically it goes how you think. She starts using acceleration, thinking she the shit, and then she just night night, bitch. She done. She done. First one goes to the Pandora. Pandora 01. And we find out about Rattle later on. That Rattle joined Pandora for one reason, and that was to never be hungry again. Because apparently her thing is starvation. That's her motivation to, really get hard. She was starving as a kid. And then, second round 2, we got Jungara from, Jungara from Korea. Yo, with the boxing gloves, yo, that was the shit. Versus Juna Purpleton. And you know what? basically, let's be honest. Juna, she thought she was the shit. And, well, I got one thing to say to that bitch. Knee! Yo! Did you see that knee, yo? That knee sent that bitch out, yo. She got fucked up by that knee. She was, battle over. Just one knee, she was, she done. That was the shit, yo. Yo, that moment, just fucking knee. I just love that that's like one of the last things that, yeah. I just love that. And we learn more about Juna Purpleton, and basically her thing that got her to join this was, and get ready for this, she was sold by her parents. Yes, I'm being serious. She was sold by her parents. And after moving from place to place, you know, hey, Pandora, why not? Food, place to stay. I mean, it's not like my parents give a fuck where I am, because they did kind of, you know, put me in that fucking saddle with that thing attached to it that looked like a cinder block and did throw my ass in the river, but, I mean, that's fucked up. She has a backstory and she has motivation, so. And then, while this is happening, basically, all these people are looking in, and basically the mock battles are to show off the E-Pandora strength. And right now, all these dudes are like, oh my god, we wasted all this shit. Look at these you see that knee, my nigga? You see that knee? You see that quick, that jab took a bitch out? A knee took a bitch out? No. It's not looking very good. But the last one has hope. Unfortunately, Amelia Evans isn't, technically speaking, Elizabeth Mobley level. Elizabeth Mobley from Japan, from the West Genetics District, and let's just put it like this. Amelia Evans can apparently, unlike all the other girls, she has the ability to actually call her weapon and summon it. So that is something. And she's said to be 3 times stronger than these women. And like the other ones, like the average E-Pandora. She's the strongest. And basically she's doing like mad double accelerations around the ring. And she's thinking she's the shit. And then fucking, that was my favorite move. Just Neji huge, just real quick to the jaw. Bitch went, she was still standing though, but I was like, yo, real quick, just palm to the jaw. I was like, yo. It's like, air palm, bitch, yo. Neji was my boy. All I gotta say is, I'm happy whenever I see a palm thrust. I just immediately think Neji, and then I get hyped. And basically, this entire fight, Elizabeth didn't even pull out her weapon. She was, like, this girl, she was doing, like, all types of acceleration. She was like, fuck that shit. You think that's a big deal? Fucking, like, double acceleration with, like, a fucking javelin knee. Like, yeah, flying a knee in her face. I'm like, damn. And she ain't going down. And basically, the battle isn't going to stop until one of them is, of course, incapacitated. Basically, unconscious. Why? Because, of course, she says she doesn't have enough, of course, data. But really, she's trying to make a show. Like, look at how much will they have. Like, because this bitch, double kick. All I gotta say, damn. Like, oh my god. Like, that kick, those kicks. Like, at the same exact time, she used, like, double acceleration to make true of herself. And then she kicked this bitch in the front of the face and then in the back of the head. Like, in, like, the same time, like, and then this bitch was out. I was like, damn. And so she's walking away like, okay, it's over. No, it isn't. Bitch gets right back up. And she's just stunned. She's like, I gave her a concussion. And she's about to go fight again. And all of a sudden, she's like, okay, it's over. What do you mean? Elizabeth's like, what do you mean? Well, I said you'd fight until you're incapacitated. She looked at her, and we see finally her eyes. And she's knocked the fuck out cold. and she's still up. And I'm like, yeah. Why is that? Because that's that badass. Those were badass moments when you get knocked the fuck out and you still back up like unconscious. Like that gave me Rock Lee flashbacks, bro. Like, oh my god. And with that, it is of course 3-0. 3 technical knockouts by, of course, get ready for this, a quick jab, bitch, and of course a high knee. And my favorite, of course, is a Neji palm thrust, followed by more fucking attacks like a flying knee, like yeah, with a nice finishing double kick to the front and the back of the face. And what do you mean by the back of the face? I mean the back of the head. So fuck it. Just do-doom. Bitch done. Yo. I cannot wait. But from what we learned, and let's get into Amelia real quick. Basically, because she's getting carried out on a stretcher, and everybody's like, and we find out about Amelia during this fight, like she hates her for being so nice to her, because she's tired of these people feeling like they're better than them, and they all feel this, but Amelia's like the leader, and so she feels like this is strongest, and she leads like these emotions. But basically, they all really don't like the Pandora because they were like born with this ability, and they didn't really have to go through struggles or hardships in their lives. They just had it easy, and she's doing like Elizabeth's doing all this shit like easy, and she trained her ass off going through whatever torturous life that she had before just in order to get this strong, and she gets like double kicked in the head, like legit, and boom, like she done from different sides in like the same time, like boom, like immediately, like millisecond change, like boom, bitch done. And she was holding back. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. And so, Amelia, she's like one of the strong leaders of that, for the Pandora thing. Like, we working our way. We're working hard. While they're given this ability, we have to take it for ourselves. And so I'm digging that. Because she's like, speaking, I want to say that she's the Rock Lee, don't fucking hate me, of this series. Just saying. She got knocked unconscious and she got the back up. She got the fuck back up. She's fast. She's doing after images and like magical, like apparently hers is really fast where like, she's creating like sparks of lightning when she does this shit. Like, so yeah, she got the speed down. Now all she needs to do is work on them kicks. Once she does, oh my god, primary entry. Oh my god, she does. Oh, that'll be the shit. How does that happen? Or zero. I'm saying zero, like legit. But still, that would be the shit. Fuck it. But yeah, she's technically speaking, in my opinion, if we had to characterize her, she's like the Rock Lee. She's a hard worker, and she's working for everything she got. She isn't gifted or talented like all these other people. She's just working hard, and I'm digging that. And we also find out what her drive is. And Amelia's drive, even though it hasn't been said yet, from what we see, apparently there's a little boy who I'm assuming is possibly her little brother in this wheelchair thing, and so I'm expecting some type of maybe medical service, like I'm doing this so my little brother can get treatment for his amazingly, ridiculously rare disease that only happens like apparently once every 1,000 years, and the only way we can help fight it is by me becoming an Pandora fate. That's how it do. But, yeah, I'm digging this shit. That fucking hell. I just keep remembering John Ara doing that fucking high knee and then just coming down and she's about to punch her in the face, but then she just stops. I ended at the high knee because that bitch was done at that high knee. If she would have punched down and she wouldn't have stopped herself, you've been dead. But that high knee was the shit. So that's why I decided to end it. That high knee. Because once that high knee connected, Bitch was done. We already knew it. They just extra just fucking like punch down and stop was just to scare the shit out of her, literally and figuratively. And so to reiterate, starvation. One was sold by their parents, and one is possibly supporting their family, aka little brother. And I'm assuming that they're both street urchins, because that's usually the story in these type of things. Like they're both like really poor, and he has like this life-threatening disease. And become Eat Pandora today. It was right there on a poster, and I was like, I can do this. I can do this. How many chocolate bars do I need, Wanda Wonka? Wait, what? Yeah, see, that's how you say it, Willy Wonka, without getting copyrighted. Fuck it. No, I just fucked up. Anyway. So with that being said, this episode, you know what? That's why I like my rating system. Because I can go beyond good. I can. Because, like, yo, personal parts I really enjoyed. 9.3 out of 10. Amazing. I'll give this a solid, amazing episode, yeah. That feels right. I don't know why, but a lot of these animes are starting off really good. But we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Because it's going to start going somewhat down real fast. After the stories get more complex and I start seeing, like, no, they kind of... Then it's going to start dropping down. We'll see if they can continue up with this legacy. We'll see. Because it wasn't that much... A lot of shit didn't happen, but yet, that high knee. Just saying, I don't want to pee myself for like the fifth time. Just saying. Just saying. So with that being said, Smith Motherfucking R. Peace out.